Dropping back, it's Raiola. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
First down and 10. We go with a direct snap. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Big throw caught on the left side. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Made the defense look slow that time. And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. And they keep it going here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw. It's Orji. He's running out of time here. Down he goes. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And they'll kick it away here. Return one down. Sets up the next drive. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Has the first down and more. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Huskers have 1st and 10 here. It's a run to the left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And the Huskers look to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Second and goal for the offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score time, 7-7.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Raiola. Oh, he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. But man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Caught near the goal line. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
Yeah, let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll give it to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 20. At the 10 now. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Might have to try the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
This time, a completion. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
To throw, it's Raiola. Looks like he's going to run it. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also...
Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. The Cornhuskers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And the single back takes the handoff. Finding space at the 20. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The Cornhuskers line up on 1st and 10 now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
He's moving out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. Caught on the outside. It's Mayer. One down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. And it's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Second down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Huskers. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 25. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. No chance to catch him.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. The Huskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Pass rush closing in. And the pressure gets to him again. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 3rd and long. If this defense gets a 3rd sack in a row, this place will come unhinged. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's got his man open downfield. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take another shot right here. And it's intercepted, but out of bounds. So close to a turnover, it's just incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. It's a short completion to the tight end. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability of getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Now it's second down here. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Nair. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. And the Huskers come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fidone. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you'd ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And here's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Or it's snapped to the back. The Cornhuskers offense is on the move now.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Catch made on the out route. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
A gain makes it second and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the third quarter. Nebraska 38, Michigan 28.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, the
Touchdown, Huskers. Still no answer for this offense. Empty backfield now. They go for two. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted on a desperation throw here. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He lets it go on the move. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The offense starts with a short field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
The Huskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, heck, if they had dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And the Huskers will line up here on first down and goal. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
After a disastrous first down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab down the middle. It's Fidone. Ball carrier tackled there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. He knocks this one right through. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Eludes the rush. Defense is coming after him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. To throw, it's Orji. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to take off. Finding space at the 20. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. Try for the 2-point conversion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. The job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And it's a bunch formation. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. He heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.